so thankful that it wasn't the lemonade, because that just would have been a whole mess. April, thank you so much for your follow. I'm adding you to my roll call list. So now I need 5 more followers in order to do the roll call. So this was sent to me, y'all, to share with you, and it is a swim cap. Let's just take a look at it now. I have no reason to cover up my hair if I'm going to get in a pool or in a swim situation, because my hair just doesn't require that. It just doesn't. I think, you know how swimmers, they cut their hair, male swimmers, I think they cut their hair, or they cover their hair, right, so that they can get more speed or something when they're in the water. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm gonna swim as fast as I can with this little bit of hair that I got. It's not gonna stop me, Ron. It's just not gonna slow me down. I don't think so. All right, so this is not a product that I would personally use myself, but if you are a swimmer and you're concerned about, you know, getting your hair wet, this is a swim cap. Now, I like this one, like it's really rubbery. And here's the other thing. So maybe you are a mom and, you know, like I'm just gonna talk about me. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about y'all, okay? When I was a little girl, Ron, on Saturday nights before we went to bed, my mom used to straighten our hair, me and my sister's hair, with the hot comb. Some of y'all know that experience where they put the hot comb on the stove and then they be all back here on your bitty beats in your kitchen, and you be doing like that, and they be straightening your hair, and then you better not get a drop of water on your hair. Was that anybody else other than me? So you could go to church the next day and go to school all week and your hair is not looking all crazy. Anybody else have the hair straightening experience? And you just was not allowed to get your hair wet. Maybe you have some children, after you do their hair, maybe you don't straighten with the straightening comb, but you comb it and you have it looking decent, and you want it to stay like that for a few days, right? Dorothy said, yes, Dorothy. And then your mom would be like, be still. And then if you move a little bit, then she pop you with the brush, and you like, because you feel that heat, and you feel that royal crown, the royal crown grease just melting and popping on your neck. That's probably why I made the decision to just cut my hair off. Anyway, so this, y'all, this will fit snugly. It says this fits snugly on your head. Now, I will put this on now. I will put it on. It is premium quality, 100% quality silicone. So it's a silicone swim cap, odorless and non-toxic, durable to use. And it just smells like silicone. It doesn't smell like super rubbery, or you know how a hot water bottle has that super rubber smell. It doesn't smell like that. It just smells like silicone. High elasticity, super stretchy, easy to put on and off, and without distortion after use. Snug fit with the ergonomic design provide a perfect fit, comfortable to wear, and it's waterproof. Earplugs and nose clip included, gives hair and ears protection from the water. So here are the earplugs and the nose clip that did come with it. And the way that you put this on, it says to avoid sharp objects like your fingernails or your hairpin, but you put your hands in it like this, and then you stretch it out to put it on your head like that. And it's kind of it's y'all. Now I only have a little bit of hair, but this is making me believe that this is a fit, y'all. This is truly a fit. Like, I feel like it is sealed. This is sealed. If you do have hair, oh, I've heard about that swim cap, says Leslie. If you do have hair, I am pretty sure that this is gonna keep it dry. Now I might, ooh, like when I did this right here, I can feel the suction like in my ears. So, you know, if maybe you have a smaller child and we all hate the feeling of water going in our ears, especially if we're not used to it. So maybe they might need this right here, y'all, to put on and splash around in the pool, in the community pool, or even in the bathtub, because, you know, you don't want them to get their hair wet. Then you got to start all over. Some of our children have long, super long, thick, luscious hair, and you don't want it to get wet. All right, hold on. Hello, Jose Guzman. How are you? You giving us your Instagram? Okay. So y'all, this is giving. You have a lot of hair, says Leslie. Leslie, I feel like this is going to support you. Like, like seriously, this is on. This is on. It is. Now, you know, the back in the day, shower caps and stuff, swim caps, they'd be all gapped right here, right here. They would be gapped right there. Y'all, this is sealed all the way around my head, all around my ears. If my mom straightened my hair right now with the hot comb and cleaned up the kitchen and the BDBs and put my hair up and whatever and put this on, it's gonna stay. I could get in the pool all day with this. Now, of course, I don't have a lot of hair, so I don't know how much hair can fit in here, of course, but it does look like it's good and stretchy. Like, y'all, I am impressed. I am impressed with this right here. If you plan to go swimming or anything like that, go ahead and pick up one of these, and then you don't have to deal with whatever you deal with right now when your hair get wet. I know that one of my favorite exercises actually is to go to the pool and do some water aerobics and splash around in there, and maybe you would enjoy that as well, but you don't want to get your hair wet every time you do it. Now, I don't personally have an issue with getting my head wet. I just don't, because of the length of my hair and how I wear my hair. But if that is of concern for you, this right here is going, I think this is going to do it. Like, again, without me having hair, just how it felt, just being on my head and how it felt sealed, I would give this thumbs up. I'm thinking that this is a deal. Now, in conjunction with this, there is a 2-pack, and there is a extra large swim cap for long hair. I think that's this one right here. And again, I just got home, y'all, so you've seen it as I am seeing it. I think this one is the extra large one. So if you have more hair, I think that's this one, and it's shaped a little bit differently. This looks like the more hair one to me. This one is $9.99. It says extra large swim cap for long hair, and then there's a 2-pack swim cap for long or short hair, and they both are on deal. So it's summertime. We like to go to the beach. I went to the beach and the pool. I went to the pool yesterday, y'all, and I put my feet in there. That was all I could do. That was all I could do. I had on my bathing suit and everything. Y'all, that suit did not get wet, not even a little bit. I got my feet in the water because Miss B wanted to be in the water a little bit, so I walked out there in the splash pool. Not even the pool, the splash pool. That's just water coming up in the air and hitting cement. Not even, yeah, that was enough for me. I don't even know why I put the bathing suit on. All right, so looking at this one and looking at this one, you see that they are shaped differently, and this one is up higher. I mean, let me do it like this. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me do it like this. All right, so you see that this one has more room in it. So if you have longer hair, or you know, you have longer hair, you have more hair, this is going to give you some extra room. So Leslie, I don't know how long your hair is, but this one might be a better one. This one is the first one in the carousel. Okay, and then I think both of these are this, but one is a 2-pack, one is a 1-pack, one is a 2-pack. So I think this one is just an extra. I don't know. Yeah, this is the 1-pack or the 2-pack. Again, the way that you wear it is the same as I demonstrated. So you put your hands inside, find the middle line of the swimming cap, stretch the swimming cap with your bent hands, and wear from the top of the head. Gently pull the brim over your ears. Adjust the hair and ear to keep a perfect fit. Y'all, it is fitting. It is fitting. Like the young lady on TikTok says, it is sitting. It is fitting. What y'all think? What y'all think? Just in looking. Look at the stretch. So you put your hands on the inside, and then you stretch it over your head like this. Carol, thank you so much for that follow. Woo, woo, y'all. Woo! Woo! Y'all, I think this will keep your hair totally dry. Like, seriously. Hold on, because it's smushing up my eyebrows and everything. Let me move it back a little bit. I believe that this right here Let me move it up a little bit for my eyes' sake. So this is how much room is at the top of this one. And again, y'all see my hair, so I don't even have to say that. That's a given and it's understood. But look how sealed it is. Look how sealed it is. Like, it is not gapped anywhere, Carol. Not anywhere. This gonna do it for y'all, okay? So if you're concerned about getting your hair wet, this is gonna do it for you. And this is the bigger one for more hair, okay? So pick those up, add them to your cart, get them for the kids. Like I said, maybe you don't want your kids' hair to get wet. Wow, the things you have to go through for the sake of beauty. Girl, for the sake of beauty or for the sake of not having to run that blow dryer, or I don't know, maybe you want to use it in the shower in the mornings. Carol, thank you so much for your follow. I have added your name, Carol, to the roll call list. When I get 4 more followers, I will do the infamous roll call and give you a special shout out to thank you for that follow. So maybe, you know, maybe you don't want to get your hair wet in the shower. Maybe, okay, you don't go to the pool, but you want to shower in the morning and you tired of putting the scarf and then the other scarf and then the plastic bag and then the Walmart bag and tie that in a knot and another plastic bag over that and tuck in your edges and all of that. I think that's going to do it. That's going to do it. Right? And I generally, when I shower, I generally get my hair wet every day. Every day. Every time I get in the shower, my head goes in the water because I have the flexibility to do that with my hair being this length. But I'll test it out for y'all. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to put it on when I get in the shower and see what the water does. Okay? I mean, how the cap holds up. All right, 4 more followers and I will do the roll call. In the meantime, let me go on to the next item. And this is also a sponsored item sent to me to share with you. I just opened it up when I got here tonight. I haven't been home an hour yet. And these are loofahs. And we know what loofahs do, right? Now let me ask y'all a question. Don't be ashamed, okay? You don't have to raise your hand. You don't have to raise your hand if you don't want to. So when the last time you changed your loofah? Don't raise your hand. If it's been a long time, don't raise your hand. If it's been a long time, like you know you need to get a new one of these, don't raise your hand. I'm gonna just tell you that the pack of 3, they are on deal for $11.89 today, okay? Because maybe you got one and you forgot. You just, you know, you love it. And I do love these. Look at the size. Now, I got some little baby ones. I don't like those. The little baby ones that, I like this kind that fit fully in your hand like that. Because I got a lot of me. It's a lot of me down here. I know y'all just see my head and my chest. But it's a lot of me going on. And I can't wash with no little teeny. That get on my nerves. I need a big one like this, and you put the soap on there, and they lather up so well. They lather up so well, and you got a lather going on all over your body. Now, y'all know, this is my experience. Maybe I just need to learn how to do it, right? I tend to use shower gels, body washes, and shower gels over bar soap. To me, bar soap is for a washcloth, right? And shower gels are for these. Now, if you take a shower gel or a body wash and put it on a washcloth, it just doesn't lather the same. You got to use a whole lot of it, and then it's not giving bubbles. You're not covered up in soap, but this does that. And so when you use up half the bottle on the washcloth trying to take one shower, is that me or is that? Get back to my question. Thank you, Amazon customer who just started following. If you would kindly put your name in the chat, I will give you a special shout out when I do the roll call. I'm just going to put Amazon customer for now, but if you put your name in the chat, I will shout you out by name to thank you for your follow, which I greatly appreciate. So again, this comes as a set of 3. Y'all, listen. When the last time you changed yours? You don't put it in the chat. Don't put it in the chat because I don't want you to feel any type of shame watching the show tonight. But maybe just consider the one you had. Maybe you done had it too long. Maybe you done had it too long. Maybe you done got it for Christmas and now it's get ready to be June in a couple days. It might be time to let it go. Now it comes in 2 different colors. So you can get the graphite gray and sage one, or you can get the lighter gray and the yellow. It comes as a set of 3. They are on deal for $11.89, down from the list price of $15.99. All right, so if you just listen, sometimes you just need a friendly little tap on the shoulder like that. I agree. It has to be a loofah with the shower gel. Yes, Allison, because otherwise, and then if you try, now this again is my experience. When I try to use bar soap up here, I tend to use Dove. I like Dove bar soap, like for my face. But when I try to use the bar soap on here, that don't work. That don't be working. This don't. I need a shower gel or body wash for these. All right, so if you need to upgrade or change out your loofah because you do like the loofah experience, but you done had yours for the last time you got one of these, it was Mother's Day of last year, not this past Mother's Day. You done had it for a little while. It was last Valentine's Day 2020 and you still holding on to it. Just go ahead and get you some new ones, okay? Get you some new ones because you deserve it. You deserve to get some new ones. All right, now these again, they are on deal, 70G size. Y'all saw that it fit comfortably or big enough for my hand, and I have kind of large hands. I do. Okay, so this is gonna give you that full body. I don't like the little baby ones that look like they're just supposed to be for your face. I prefer this size right here. All right, so go ahead and pick this up, add it to your cart. And here's the other thing that I like to keep these on hand for house guests when they come over, right? So somebody's gonna come, a girlfriend is gonna come and she's spending the weekend, and of course sometimes it depends on the person, and I'm not judging one way or the other. Sometimes we bring our own towels and washcloths, and sometimes we don't. We get to the person's house and we say, hey, I need a towel and a washcloth, and then they go give you one. Give them a loofah. Put this in their room, you know, where they're going to be staying before they get there, and you make up their bed and make a nice little guest room and all of that. When you put the towel in there, put this in there too, and then they feel a little bit like you love them a little bit more, and you know you love them a whole lot, and then they're going to be like, oh girl, that's so nice of you, wow, because you can get it on deal right now. And sometimes y'all take too long. You got to get the deal's already gone. Go ahead and pick these up, okay? All right. Okay, let's move on. Hold on, y'all. Let me check something real quick. Un momento, por favor. La 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 la. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Do 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 do. All right, moving on to our next product. Let's get into some electronics. Some of these are my favorite things, y'all. They are my favorite things, and that is the Fire TV stick. If you don't have a Fire TV, but you like streaming, right? You want to watch Encanto on Disney Plus, and you want to let the kids watch Peppa Pig or Paw Patrol, that's super popular right now, or what have you, or you want to watch Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, ESPN, Spotify, IMDb, all of those things, y'all, grab the Fire Stick TV. It plugs right into your HDMI port on your TV, and then you can do your streaming. Who needs cable? Do y'all still have cable? Y'all still paying the cable bill? I can't remember the last time I had cable. And when I say I can't remember the last time, I mean 10 years plus since I've had cable, since I have paid a cable, but I literally cannot remember, right? But this does come in handy for your streaming needs, for easy TV, right? It comes with the microphone that you can maneuver with your thumb, of course, or it has the, I said microphone, I meant remote. It comes with the remote with the microphone feature, so you press the little microphone and then you can tell the TV what you would like it to do, because it has built-in Alexa, A-L-E-X-A. I haven't been here all week long, y'all. I left on last Tuesday and today is Monday. I'm wondering if my Alexa still knows me. She's sitting over there and all around the house, but we're going to see. But this has that built in. So even if you have other things in your home that are compatible to, you can use the microphone feature on the remote to control those things. I think that is the neatest thing. Like, what? I can control my ring light with my my remote because it has Alexa built in. And so, listen, maybe you already have one, maybe you have two, maybe you have three, maybe you have them on all of your TVs, or you have a Fire TV at home. Buy it for someone like I did. Like this, I do have one of these on my TV. And like every time I try to show the product, I have to unplug stuff. Like I had to unplug this today. But this is actually the one that I bought my mom. Now, I did give it to her. Hold on. Don't judge me, because y'all know I held on to it for a long time. But I did give it to her, and this is just the box that it came in. It's actually plugged onto her TV because she said that she wanted one. Why she wanted one, I don't know. She knows she don't know what to do with it, but she said she wanted one, so I got this for her, and it upgraded her TV. Now, when I went to install this on her TV, she did not have cable. I don't know what her TV was set up for. It was set up for some old-timey programming and all of that. But when I plugged this in and showed her the functionality, she immediately loved it. Immediately went to Disney Plus, and I logged in and all of that, and she watched Hamilton and watched it a few times, and is just loving watching different programming because she has the Fire TV on her TV now. Now this is the light. So the light means that it does not control the TV. It won't turn the TV on or off. It won't turn the volume up or down. You need your TV remote to do that. But getting back and forth and through all of these different apps that are on it, different programs and programming things that are on it, this remote will do that. If you're the boss at your job and you're looking for a way to motivate your employees, and you're always running contests and things like that, get this, y'all. Instead of getting the Starbucks gift card or the donuts or something like that, give them something that has a practical use and that they can use beyond that day. Because y'all know a cup of Starbucks, $25 gift card, that's not going to go far. Give them something that'll go have some distance to it, okay? So go ahead and pick that up. Now, next in the carousel, y'all, this is on deal, and I thought it was such a great deal. I want to share it with you, and that's the Ring Video Doorbell, and it is for the wired It is for the wired doorbell. Now, I told y'all that I had a Ring Video Doorbell on one of my other homes, and how often I had to change the battery. Like, it was ridiculous, y'all. Like, seriously, every 2 weeks. That's how sensitive the camera is. Like, it catches everything. So about every 2 weeks, and I lived in a townhome community, so my doorbell was not, it's closer to traffic, right? Like, if you live in a single family home, maybe your home is back far enough off the street where it doesn't catch every little thing, but this was catching every little butterfly in the sky. Like, anything went past the doorbell, it was sending me a notification, and I was changing the battery like literally every 2 or 3 weeks. But this particular one, hello Diamond, thank you for your refollow. This particular one, y'all, is for wired doorbell. So if you have an existing doorbell right now and you just dum 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 dum, you can take that doorbell down and hook the Ring doorbell up to it for wired, and you will have the camera and all of the features of the Ring doorbell without the battery, without the hassle of having to charge the battery. And it's on deal for $51.99. Now, sometimes y'all take too long. You go to get the deal and the deal's already gone. Listen, don't miss it. If you've been wanting a video doorbell, y'all grab this. If you already have an existing wired doorbell, grab this. The list price is $64.99. All right, so it's $51.99. And again, you know, maybe you don't need it. Maybe your dad needs it. It's going to be Father's Day and your dad needs a doorbell, or your granddad, or your son, or maybe it's your daughters and Father's Day has nothing to do with it. But you can get it for them and give them a nice little gift so that they are safe and secure in their home. Now I have a different doorbell on my door right now, which I've talked about, showed y'all that, and that particular product is not in the carousel tonight, so I won't talk about it. But having that doorbell, Diamond says, I'll take 3. Go ahead and add them to your cart, Diamond, and gift them, or do whatever you would like with them. Or maybe you got 3 doors on your house and you want one on every single door, which is not a bad idea. So the whole time that I was away from my home and people were coming to the door, I got a lot of packages. I could see when a package got dropped off, and I had my neighbors to take them, my neighbor across the street to pick them up for me. I saw when they came and when they got them, because these doorbells come in handy. Also, while I was away, a young lady came to the door. She was selling something. She rang the doorbell and I answered the door from Florida. Yes, hi, how can I help you? Hello. Oh yes, this is so-and-so from so-and-so, and I was so-and-so. All right, thank you so much. Just leave your information. I will review it later. You're going to have to come back. Okay, well, thank you. You know, that kind of convenience to be able to answer your door from wherever you are. It doesn't matter whether you're at your mom's, your dad's, your grandma's, you at the Fred Hammond concert, clapping your hands in the air. Excuse me, clapping your hands and waving your hands in the air and waving them like you just don't care. But if somebody rings your doorbell, you can be right there. Y'all see what happened when I get a mic near me? I can't handle the pressure. So grab that, y'all, while it is on deal at the $51.99. Now, going on to our next item is the Echo Dot 4th generation. And there's 2 Echo Dots in the carousel. So we have the big one and we have the baby one. One is the Echo. This is the Echo. This is the Echo Dot. So the first one you see is the Echo Dot. This is the smaller one. That is on deal for $34.99, down from the list price of $49.99. Of course, it has Alexa, the AI feature for Amazon to help you just manage your life a little bit easier. Now, the $34.99 price, y'all, I think is an excellent price. I do have this. This is the one that's just sitting over there on my shelf. Like if I start talking or calling her name right now, you'll hear that one respond. Like if I say, let me tell her to do something. What I want her to do, do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied, whatever it is. Let me tell her to play a song. Alexa, play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Here's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star by Super Simple Songs on Amazon Music.
Did y'all hear her? She turned down a little bit. Alexa, turn the volume up. When Twinkle Twinkle Little Star start having owls in it? Alexa, turn the volume up. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:11 p.m.
Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Monday, May 30th.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, set a reminder for me for tomorrow at 3 p.m.
What's the reminder for?
Eat your Wheaties.
Okay, I'll create a reminder for tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Now tomorrow at 3 p.m. it's going to chime and it's going to say, here is your reminder to eat your Wheaties. And I'll also get a notification on my phone of that same reminder. So it can do some basic functionalities for you, like tell you the time, tell you the date. It can find you recipes. It can alert you when your Amazon packages have arrived. It can set reminders for you so you don't forget stuff. It can create lists for you. You can add things to your Amazon shopping cart. If you wanted to do that, it acts as a speaker. You heard it singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So it has all of that functionality, y'all, just to simplify your life a little bit and help you to keep up with yourself. It is Bluetooth compatible, hands free. It does have the microphone on and off button like you see here. This is the bigger one. The volume buttons, the microphone, you can turn it off, on or off, and then the control button to sync it to your Wi-Fi and all of that. You have all of that functionality, y'all. This is on deal for $34.99. As Countess Card would say, run, don't walk. Like, pick one of these up, y'all. Now this one is the bigger one. This one is the hub one. This one has the Dolby speaker quality. This one has the premium sound. I love how this one sounds. And I do use them for like little basic things like I just did, right? But I also use them for speakers. And one thing that I love about them, and I have several, I have this one too, which is also in the carousel, and it is on deal. When I play music in the house, when I tell it to play something, they will all, and I will tell it to play it everywhere. They will all play in sync, so that as I'm walking around the house cleaning up or whatever I'm doing, I'm never leaving the music behind. So you know how you have your favorite song on, and maybe your favorite song is Yes, I Want the Plenty Kisses for Your Lips. Yes, I want some honeysuckle chocolate chip and kisses full of love for you. I forgot I had a new microphone. Yes, I want the plenty kisses for your lips. Yes, I want kisses full of love for you. My heart has been waiting for your love. I don't have to leave that. Just because I went from this room over to the kitchen or over in the den, or even if I go upstairs in my bedroom, there's a device up there, and Stevie is singing all around the house, and I love that. Because don't you hate when you listen to your favorite song and then you got to leave the room on your favorite part and it's just not the same? You don't have to worry about that. This one, again, this has the Dolby sound in it, rich HD sound. It has ALEXA in it. You can play your Amazon Music account or songs from Amazon Music through it, Spotify, Apple Music, it's smart home features, all of that. And it comes in a few colors. It comes in this color here, the dark charcoal. It comes in this sand or off-white color, and it also comes in a light blue. All right, so this is on deal for $79.99. The list price is $99.99, but you can get it for $79.99. And listen, also you can get a bundle of this, so you can get this plus two of these for $149.97. Now that is a $50 savings off the bundle of 3. So again, I have this one right here. It's sitting on my shelf there. This one normally is sitting in my den. This one, I have one of these in my kitchen. I have the Echo Show 5, 2 of those, one in my bedroom, one downstairs, over in that room over there, right? So maybe you want to get a couple of them, one for your son, one for your daughter, one for a couple of rooms in your house, and have the hub as well. You can get them all bundled together for a really good price. Again, sometimes y'all take too long. Sometimes you just take too long. I'll be bringing y'all good deals, and then you wait till the last minute. You don't get it. You go back and get it, and the deal is gone. I have seen it happen live on the show. Like while Deal or Dub was going on, the deal went off deal. All right, so if you want the smaller puck looking one, you can get this one. Now, I already have 2 of these in my house, but this is another one. You can get this one here, and again, it is the speaker. It has the same functionality as this one. It just looks a little bit different, right? Or it looks a lot different. But again, tell the time, set reminders, automate some things for you, act as an alarm clock, the speaker, all of those things. And this one is $29.99 if you want to pick this up. The list price is $39.99. So yeah, I mean, it's a perfect gift for someone, or if you want to pick it up for yourself, go ahead and do that too. Don't miss out on the deal. Next, y'all, on the carousel is the Fire TV Cube, and I love this product as well. This puts ALEXA on your TV but makes it hands-free. Like this puts it on TV too. This puts it on TV too. It comes with the remote, And this one also comes with the remote. You get the cube and the remote. This one is upstairs in my bedroom. Okay, but you get the cube and the remote. However, if your remote goes missing for whatever reason, I'm not judging. The cat took it, the dog took it, the dish ran away with the spoon, it went in the cushions of the couch, it fell on the floor, you don't know where it went, it fell behind the couch, and you're not going back there. I'm not going back there today. I'm not going back there today. TV just gonna have to stay right there. No worries, you can just speak out loud and this will change the channel for you. So you can say, go to Netflix. You have to say the command name, generally Alexa, although you can change it to whatever you want it to be. Open up Netflix and it will do that. Or go to Fox Now, it will do that. Or turn the TV down. Or play Good Times, play Peppa Pig, play Paw Patrol, and it will respond to it. So you don't even really need the remote if you get in a pinch, right? Or maybe you don't have the manual dexterity or the visual strength to read the remote and, you know, move it around with your hands. No worries, you can use this la 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 and change the TV and all of that. Now this list price is $119.99. Y'all, it is on deal for $69.99 right now. It does have the Dolby Vision Atmos. In terms of sound, hands-free with Alexa, 4K Ultra HD, high dynamic range. It has an infrared or IR, something, infra remote. I forgot what that means. It's something with the remote, like so that your remote can reach the actual device. It has that blaster, a hexa-core processor, Bluetooth, and it is Wi-Fi compatible. Everything comes in the box that you need to get it set up, except for the TV. You have to have a compatible TV, and you have to have a HDMI cord, double HDMI cord, okay? The HDMI cord does not come in here, okay? And you have to have Wi-Fi, of course, to connect to the Wi-Fi. Everything else is in the box, so you can free your hands and still control the TV at the same time. So pick this up while it is on deal. All right, next in the carousel, y'all, is the 24-inch Insignia TV. Now this is upstairs, y'all. I forgot to bring it down here. Please forgive me. Please forgive me because I'm supposed to show it to you. And I left it upstairs. I could run upstairs and get it, but you can look at some of my previous streams and you'll see it like in the stream. It's sitting right here. It's sitting right here. I do have this particular product and I do love it. It's the Fire TV. Now I do also have the other one that's in the carousel, so I'm just going to cut to the video for that one so you can at least see one of them. So you can at least see one of them. But I do have that 24-inch. It is just upstairs. But hold on, let me bring up the other one. Now the other one, I was using it as a monitor instead of my computer monitor. I was using it as a monitor. Take a look at it. Hold on. Transition. La la la. Do do do. Can y'all still hear me? If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat, please. Hola. Okay, the video seems to just kind of be stuck. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I don't know why it would not play for you. Was it playing for, was it rolling? Was it playing? What did y'all see? Please tell me in the chat. Hola, is anybody here? Anybody here? Anybody here? Can y'all please help me? Tell me what you saw or what you heard. Let me try to transition it one more time and see if I can get it to play. right, so in the video, I was using that super large TV as a monitor screen, but it is a Fire TV, so I'm still able to watch my TV programming and stream to the TV and all of that like normal, like I would a regular TV. However, I want to use it as a monitor, and I was able to do that with the HDMI cord. Both of those TVs and other sizes in between. That's my garage door, y'all. The other sizes in between, they are all on deal. So the 24-inch is $99.99. Stand up, say hoodie, stand up, say hoodie hoo. Hey, Kimberly, says Jessica. Hey, Jessica. You want me to stand up and say hootie hoo? I'm just going to sit down and do it. Hootie hoo! Hey, Jessica. All right, so they both are on deal, and the other sizes as well. So whatever size you need. Dre, can you do me a favor, please? Can you run upstairs and bring me the 24-inch TV? The 24-inch Fire TV, because I need to be compliant, y'all. That's important to me, that I show you these products, that I actually have them, and I'm just not giving y'all fairy tales. Do you mind? Okay, he's gonna bring it down so you can see that I actually do have it in my possession. All right, now, hey, says Jessica, her friends, and Jessica is a live streamer here on Amazon as well. Jessica, share your link in the chat if you choose to do so, and if y'all feel so inclined to follow Jessica, absolutely do that. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the Yasuda indoor cycling bike, stationary bike. Now this is upstairs, y'all. I ain't finna bring that downstairs. Is it still on deal? Okay, it's 42% claimed at the time of this live. Let me say this about the 24-inch TV. It's super light. Like, it probably weighs 5 pounds if it weighs that. Super light, but has all of the Fire TV, all of these things on the Fire stick are already on that TV. I don't know what he's doing, but it's coming, y'all. All right, so let me go over to the stationary bike, which is a sponsored product. I work with Elvis. He's in front of the camera. I'm behind the camera. I don't know who Elvis is. The only Elvis that I know of is Elvis Presley. And I remember being in 3rd grade when the world was upside down because he had passed away. I think I was like in 3rd grade when he passed away, I think. And everybody, I just remember, you know, when I was in 3rd grade, that was my first integrated school year, and so I had a lot of new white friends, and I remember my new white friends being like really upset that Elvis Presley was gone, but I didn't know who he was. I probably maybe had heard of You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, but I just remember the world being really upset that he was gone from here. So I don't know what Elvis you're talking about, but you're behind the camera. Thank you so much. All right, so here's a 24-inch Insignia, y'all. Look how light it is, right? So, but you still get that 24 inches of TV space. Of course, it's not plugged in because he just brought it down here, but you see it is. Oh, I'm doing the most. Y'all see it is the Insignia brand right there on the front. Nice little perfect TV for a small office or something like that. Thank you, Jamie Tate, for your follow. Let me sit this down here. Hold on, because I don't want to mess around and break it, y'all. But it is super light, and it is $99. Hold on. Sit down. Go right there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dre. All right. And there is Jessica's link. If you want to follow her on Amazon, you absolutely have an opportunity to do that. Jamie, thank you so much for your follow. I'm adding you to my roll call list, and so when I do the roll call, Jamie, I will give you a shout out. Woo woo! And hello, HT. I have missed y'all so much. Thank you for popping into the stream. Excuse me. I'm doing great. Just got off the road a little more than an hour ago from driving home from Florida, from Orlando, but I am back now and I want to stream tonight. Let me see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So one more follow and I will do the roll call. Woo-hoo! All right, I will do the roll call to thank all of my new followers tonight. In the meantime, y'all, the stationary bike, if you're looking for a way to get that cardio and that resistance training and all of that in, this will do it for you most likely. The weight requirement on this is 200, or weight maximum is 265 pounds. You can set it up and get on it and pedal your heart's desire away. It does have the tablet holder. It does have the tablet holder, so if you want to pull up like a cycling program or anything like that, you are able to do that and sit it on the bike and watch your cycling show and get your cycling in. It does have a 35-pound flywheel, so you're going to get lots of resistance, and you can control the resistance, and you can adjust the seat and the arms of it to accommodate your height. Okay, so again, it is on deal right now for $263.49. 42% claim, so you still have an opportunity to take advantage of it. If you'd like to do that, go ahead and grab it. One more follow and I will do the roll call. I think I only have a couple of items left. Oh, I got a few. Okay, so next on the carousel, y'all, is the FlexiSpot adjustable desk, and it is on deal for $212.49. Let me show you what it looks like. The desk was easy to assemble. It's nice and sturdy. It's 48 by 24. I don't remember the weight that it will hold, but it's pretty sturdy. I'll look at the listing so that I can tell you. But in the meantime, let me pull up the video for it. If you want to be at your desk and you want to stand up for some of your working session or sit down, you are able to raise it up or lower it to your height. Now, I think it's a great idea additionally for kids, right? So, you know, you got a little kid, they're in elementary school, but they're going to eventually grow up and be ready for college and go through high school and all of that. The desk can grow up with them. I think it's great for crafting room, or you know, whatever you have going on in your life that requires a desk. You are able to utilize this and get your work done. So again, it is sizable on the desktop portion, and then this button here will raise the desk up or lower the desk according to the height that you need it. And so if you're in the market for a new desk, go ahead and grab this one while it is on deal. List price is $329. The list price on it is $329, but it is on deal tonight for $212.49. So if you need a desk, maybe your child needs a desk, maybe you're building out your craft room, your streaming room, a room where you're getting some work done, this would be a good deal for you. I'm going to cut back to the video so you can watch it rise and fall, and then I'll come in right back. Stay right there. Stay right there. Doo-doo-doo. All right, so if you want to pick it up, it is $212.49 at the time of this live. Don't let that price slip away because it is a fantastic desk. Again, easy to assemble. I was able to assemble it myself maybe in about 30 minutes. I wasn't rushing, but I was able to assemble it with no problem myself. So go ahead and grab that if you need a desk. Next on the carousel are the airtight food storage containers. Y'all, this is a good deal right here. Let me tell y'all what had happened. Can I tell y'all what had happened? Are y'all listening? Y'all still here? If you're still here, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you're still here and you're listening so I can tell y'all what had happened over here with these airtight food storage containers, which are a sponsored item sent to me to share with you, and I am happy to do that. Y'all here? Y'all not gonna answer? They're 24% off the list price, right? So you get this whole set. Thank you, Natalie. Natalie is here. Thank you. So it is a 24-piece set, y'all. 24, the 24 containers and then the 24 lids. So really it's 48 pieces. It does come with your labels. They're BPA free, silicone and plastic. So this was a sponsored item sent to me to share with y'all. So I had most of them just sitting in the storage room right there, just in the box, right? And then my contractor, he came over here maybe about a week and a half or 2 weeks or so ago. He came to do some work, you know, to my home, and he said, yeah, I went by one of my other clients' house and they always give me a package. He said the woman is 86 years old. He said she always gives me a package of all of these food things, and I really can't use them, but I know that you have, you know, kids around you. My senior executive producers, they're generally here every day. He said, so, you know, can I give these things to you? And I was like, sure, of course. No problem, because, you know, I'm learning how to be an excellent receiver. When somebody wants to gift you something, then, you know, be open enough to take it. Y'all, he brought in all kind of peas and rice and pinto beans. This is not the pinto bean ones. This one's just for size. This is brown rice and white rice and peas and pinto beans and red beans and kidney beans. Y'all, I was feeling like I had turned into my mother. You ever been to your grandma's house? Now, my grandma is not my mother is not my grandma, but let's just take it back a few years. You ever been to your grandma's house or a person's home who is, you know, elderly? When you're a little kid, like 40 is elderly to you, but you go to your grandma's house and she got a whole bunch of peas and beans and stuff in the cabinet in plastic bags, and it's always a pot of lima beans on the stove that just been sitting there and it's looking all thick and all of that, with some rice. Some might be a whole pot of rice, and a whole pot of beans sitting on the stove, and that have y'all ever been over somebody's house like that? Y'all grandma or whomever. I felt like I suddenly became that person, because he brought in like powdered milk, again, kidney beans, black eyed peas, rice, and all of these bags. And then I was like, where am I gonna put all this stuff? Then I was like, these are gonna come in handy. So I went in my handy dandy storage room and got these out, y'all, and put them all in here. Now they look all nice and neat in my cabinet, because I had these airtight storage containers. Now they are not just good for food. It does need to be non-perishable if you're gonna do a food choice, but you can put some other things in here like paper clips and barrettes and bowerettes and bobby pins and cotton balls and things like that. If you want to store those things in here, you can store those in here as well. But now I got a whole bunch of grandma food in my cabinets, y'all. So if y'all ever get in a position where you want something to eat, you just want some rice and some lima beans, you probably can come over here and get some, okay? Just let me know in advance so I can put something in the crock pot for you. But yeah, rice, lima beans, kidney beans, black-eyed peas, green peas, powdered milk, some packs of chicken. I don't even know. It's not like a pack of raw regular chicken. It's like you know how you get a can of tuna, like how that is, but it's chicken instead, like that, but it's in this little The man put about 20 years on me, y'all, just like that, bringing in those food items, and they were off brands too, brands I had never heard of, but they in these plastic containers. Get you some. So when your contractor come over and he's like, hey, I got this food for you that somebody gave me, but I can't use it, so I'm just gonna give it to you. You'll have somewhere to put your peas and beans and macaroni, and oh yeah, it was like 3 packs of spaghetti, like the long, you know, the long skinny packs in the plastic, maybe 3 or 4 packs of those. And I was just grateful that I had these airtight food storage containers, because I had one for the spaghetti, I had something for the macaroni, I had something for the pea. Y'all go ahead and get some, okay? All right, moving on to the next item. We're still waiting on that one more follower. Moving to the next item, y'all, the pillow slides. I literally had these on all day today. I literally had these on all day today. These are super comfortable. When I got up this morning and got dressed, threw on my clothes to drive home, this is the shoe that I put on and drove home in. They are super duper comfortable. Not only that, but I took them with me. I took them with me on my trip, so when I got ready to walk around and I didn't want to have on shoes, my feet could be comfortable. I wore them in the shower, because I was at a hotel, you know. I wore them at the pool when I did go out there, but I didn't get in the water. My shirt HT says Key West, baby. Key West, baby. It says Key West. These are super comfortable, y'all. As you can see, it's pretty thick. It's a pretty thick sole. It's super cushiony. These are on deal for $19.46. Now, I'm kind of on the fence when I got them. I got them as a recommendation. I think either Missy S or Letitia told me to get these. And so per their recommendation, I did pick them up, and they are a super comfortable slide. Like, I see why people are, what they say, are obsessed with these. Super comfortable. You got to run out somewhere. You don't really feel like putting on that shoe, Julie. You don't feel like bending over, tying up your shoe and all of that. These are super comfortable. And you know, sometimes when you put on like maybe a flip-flop or a slide and it's just thin on the bottom, and sometimes that is uncomfortable to your foot as well. There's no cushion. Like some of my sandals and stuff, although the sandal is cute, walking around in it all day is not built for that. It's just not enough support on the shoe to make it comfortable all day. Now, these are not the best looking things, Julie. I will admit that. They're not the best looking things. And you probably could dress them up a little bit. Like if you get your toes done and your clothes match it, then it probably will be okay. But in terms of comfort, after a while, listen, I am over that age of trying to, my feet hurt, but I look cute. I'm over that. I look great, but this some girl is trying to cut me in half. I am so over that. That's not my life anymore, right? So I like those pillow slides. They are on deal for $19.46. And Julie, thank you so much for that follow. You are the 15th follower. So we shall do the roll call, my favorite part of the show. Now, Susie says, are there other colors? Susie, they do come in other colors. Yes, they do. Let me see if I can pull up the listing for you so you can see these other colors. Give me just a second to click here. Boom. Ba-da-ba-bow, ba-bow, pow, ba-ba, pow, boom, pow. Come on, open, 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 open. All right, I'm going to read you off the colors while my computer is taking its pure sweet time. They come in gray, yellow, the lime green that I just showed you, light blue, black, orange, a kind of royal blue, tan, a kind of, I don't know what color blue that is. It looks kind of like a kind of dusty blue, pink, white, beige, a mint green, and then a different color of pink. So they do come in a number of colors. Again, maybe not the best looking in terms of style, but in terms of comfort, absolutely. Absolutely. You are welcome, Susie. My pleasure. Give me just a second here. Boom. Ba 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 da ba ba do 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 do. again, the gray, I think this is like okay, dark chocolate, this pink here, the white, this blue is a deep navy, yeah. This yellow, the light green, or the color that I have, this green, the light blue. So you have some color choices if you want to get several pair and match them to your summer garments. Listen, your feet are going to appreciate it. They are super, super, super comfortable, super cushy. Your feet are going to feel great. Your feet are going to feel great. So pick up the colors that you want. All right. Are y'all ready for the roll call? I'm so excited that I get to do the roll call. It's my favorite part of the show, where I get to thank all of my new followers for your follow. So let's crank up the music and do the roll call. Ooh, ooh. Here we go. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? It stopped playing. It started over. This is the roll call. Angela, thank you. Thank you for your follow. And to Casey, I say thank you, Casey. Thank you for your follow. Then Bill, who clicked the follow, thank you for your follow. That's all I can say. I don't know your name, but I thank you anyway. And then there's KDP. Thank you for your follow too. And David, you click the follow. Thank you for your follow. And then Allison, I say thank you for your follow. And there's Dorothy, I say thank you for your follow. To April, I say thank you, April, thank you for your follow. And to Ron, thank you for your follow. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else want to get in the roll call? Carol, thank you so much for your follow. And Amazon customer, thank you so much for your follow. Then there's Jamie, I say thank you, Jamie, thank you for your follow. And Julie, I say thank you, Julie, thank you for your follow. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else want to be part of the roll call? Click the follow button, click the follow button, click the follow button, click the follow button, click the follow button. So thank you for your follow. Oh, thank you for your follow, 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 following me here on Deal or Dud. I thank you for your follow. Thank you so much for your follow. Thank you for your follow right here on Deal or Dud. All right, that is the roll call. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that and say thank you to all my new followers. When I get more followers, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I promise. I promise, because I want to give you that special shout out. All right, moving on. Next is the eufy security camera, and this one, this is a Space View Pro Video Baby Monitor. Now, this is a sponsored product sent to me to share with you. I just got this one, y'all, so I haven't had an opportunity to open up. Neither do I have a baby in my home, right? So, in terms of usage, personal usage for me, not the perfect product for me, not because it doesn't work, but just because I don't have a baby in my home. Now, if you've watched my other streams, you know that I am enjoying the eufy brand so much. This is my doorbell camera, the eufy brand. My garage camera is the eufy brand. Other cameras that I have in my home are the eufy brand. I have a spotlight on the back of the house that is a eufy brand. So I don't anticipate that this product would disappoint in any regard. It is 720p HD resolution. It has plug and play. It has a 5-inch monitor screen, a 5-inch monitor screen. So that screen that you're gonna get It's going to give you a clear display. Now, I will open this up on camera if you want to see it. Y'all want to see it? I want to open it. Y'all want to see it? Let me know if you want me to open it. I will unbox it right here. It does have a lullaby player, y'all. So if the baby needs a little bit of music to go to sleep, it will play lullabies. It has noise detection, so if the baby gets a little restless, starts crying, you will be notified of that. Clear nighttime video, secure and private connection, all day battery, every corner covered, two-way crisp audio, so you don't have to go into the room. You can just say, now, baby, shh, 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 oh, shh, 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 shh. I'm patting like you got the baby on your shoulder, baby in the crib, but you know how we do. Multi-camera monitoring, and you are able to, again, look here on the monitor in order to monitor the baby. Shall we open it? Shall we open it? Sorry, I didn't mean to bump my my new microphone. I don't know what to do with myself, y'all, with that microphone. Let's open it up, shall we? We shall. Do y'all have babies in the house that y'all need to keep an eye on? My daughter-in-law and my son, they are expecting a baby right now, and the baby will be here late August. So I am expecting a new senior executive producer, and I'm sure that they might like this product here. All right, so once the baby gets here, it is a boy. Once he gets here, they can set this up for him and report back to me on how well it does or how they are enjoying it as parents. Now, for general functionality, of course, I could set it up in my own home and see what it does, but I don't have a baby here, so I can't give y'all the true experience of the baby situation. So look at this screen, y'all. Look at the size of this screen. It's pretty sizable. It's pretty sizable. This is my iPhone 10. This is the size of the screen. So the screen is not quite as big as my phone, my iPhone 10, but it's not far from it, right? Now you can sit it. This is the base of it, so you can see the shape of the base, so it can sit right there on a desktop or tabletop or your nightstand or wherever you may want to have the monitor. You do need to charge the monitor fully before the first use, and then it has some functionalities here on the front. Your volume controls are here, the power button, and you can even zoom in. This does have a zoom feature. So I am going to set this up. I got a Peppa Pig doll, y'all. Peppa is back there in the storage room. That's where Miss B keeps her. When Miss B lets her spend the night with me, she stays in there. So I'm gonna set it up, and we're gonna spy on Peppa on my next live. I will set this up. Now the camera. Here is the camera and what the camera looks like. Now, I already have eufy camera set up in my home, so I'm familiar with how the app works. This is a pretty sizable, nice round camera too. All right. So with the eufy security cameras, you download the eufy security app, and then you plug in the cameras. Their products are so user friendly. Like, you plug them up and pair them in the app, and they are good to go. And what I like about, for most of their products, they don't have a monthly monitoring fee, so you're able to store your information without having to pay ongoing storage fees and those kind of things. I am going to set this up, and I'm gonna put Peppa in the bed in the guest room, and then on the next live I'm gonna bring this, because as you can see, this is a standalone. This can go anywhere around the house. This doesn't have to be in one specific place, but we're gonna bring this to camera, and we're gonna take a look and see what Peppa is doing when no one is looking at her. If she's staying in the bed like she's supposed to, or is she in her room playing with toys, or in the bedroom playing with toys when she's supposed to be sleeping. And then again, if you have a baby in your home, or you know someone who's having a baby, right? Like my son and my daughter-in-law, it can be a good gift. And my cousin Tiffany, she's also having a baby. Her baby shower is coming up, and it would be a great gift for a new parent, right? Or maybe it's not for a baby at all. Maybe you got a toddler, and y'all know how toddlers do. When toddlers get quiet, that's when your antennas go up. Because as long as you can hear them playing and singing and banging on stuff and making all kind of noise, you know what they're doing. But then when it gets super quiet, that's when you have to go to this right here and zoom in and see what the kids are doing, because they in the room painting themselves with the paint that you were getting ready to paint their bedroom light blue, and now they done got into the paint and they have painted each other light blue, and the TV and all the furniture and the carpet. They done got into your makeup and start putting makeup on. They done got into the petroleum jelly and then put that all in their hair. They done got into the baby powder, and this baby powder everywhere. They done took a magic marker and drew a superhero emblem on their chest. Okay? Or if you just need to see who eating your snacks. There you go. All right, so moving on to the next product, which is, hello dark chocolate. How are you this evening? Thank you so much for popping in. So y'all, this right here, now I told you that I just got back in town today. Just got back and started this stream almost as soon as I got here, like as soon as I could get to my camera and set it up. So one of the things that I ordered before I left, y'all, was my patio umbrella, and it is sitting right here. I haven't even had a chance to open it up, but you can see that, like, this is that's the cover part right there, and this is the stem, the neck, the leg, and the base right there. It's turned to the side. I haven't even had an opportunity to open the box, but I didn't want you to miss the deal because I didn't open mine up yet. Now, the good thing about this particular one, y'all, why this is such a good deal, is the base comes with it. It's offset. It's an offset umbrella, number one. So you don't have the umbrella in the center of your gathering. So you know how most umbrellas, most table umbrellas, the umbrella is in the center. It goes through the table and it's in the middle of the table. This is an offset umbrella. So you're going to have the umbrella, but the pole is going to be offset to the side, out of the way of your interaction. And that is the type of umbrella that I had before, and that's the type of umbrella that I wanted to keep. I am doing well. I'm winding down. Very good. Very good. Get yourself some rest, because rest is so important. Y'all, this is a 10-foot umbrella, so it's going to give you plenty of coverage, right? It comes in some other colors. Comes in all kind of colors. I'm going to bring it up. Let me 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 bring it up. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Comes in several colors. It is on deal for $110, y'all. $110.49. List price is $139. And you see here, you can get the 10-foot, and then here you can get the 10-foot with lights. Now, I did not see the light option, so unfortunately, I did not get the lights. But look at the lights, y'all. Now, the one with the lights is a little bit more expensive. It's coming in at $185.99. But look at those lights. They are not just your typical string lights. I love the look of the lights, but I missed that portion of it. But you can see that it is an offset umbrella. It does, again, it is to the side. The bar is to the side, or the pole is to the side, and it comes with the base. Oh, it says weight sold separately and required to, I thought this one, I thought it said it came with it. Like, I was really excited about that. Hold on, because I know I saw that there. That made it like a super good deal to me. There's only 9 left in stock, so people are buying them up. It says crank and cross base. Crank and cross. Okay, I misunderstood it. So the cross base means that it's X at the base, but you do have to get the weighted base separately. This part right here, you have to get that part separately. Okay, and you can probably find some that are not as pricey as $246, but that's going to keep the umbrella in place for you. But still, to have that 10-foot offset umbrella, I think is fantastic. Again, I have had this kind of umbrella before. I just left it at my other property, so I needed one over here, and I am happy to have this one. I'm going to probably set this up tomorrow or before my next live, and I will take a picture of it and share it with you, what it actually looks like on my patio space. But it is still a great deal, coming down off that list price down to $110.49. So if you need a little shade outside in your backspace or wherever you want to put it, grab this one while it is on deal, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to put mine up. I picked mine in beige because that's the color theme outside on my back patio. And so yeah, I'm excited about putting it up, getting this box open. Oh, that scared me. That was my beans, greens, potatoes, and tomatoes that all just fell down. So it does have a little bit of weight to it. I'm gonna fool around with it tomorrow and get the box opened up and get it out on that patio. All right, so very quickly, I'm gonna run through the carousel one more time for those of you who are just tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in to Deal or Dud. Tonight, I'm just back home from being gone all week in Orlando, Florida, at a convention where I got to speak about Amazon Live. It was such a great event, and I am so excited to be back and just be with you all again, be back to my normal stream. So I am going to go through the carousel one more time. If you are new and you haven't clicked that follow button, go ahead and click that follow button so I can add you to my roll call list. And I will do the roll call for you to give you a special shout out. So at the top of the carousel, we did have the swim caps, right? And again, y'all, although I don't have long hair, I do have hair, but it's not very long by my choice. This swim cap, y'all, seals around your head. It's going to keep your hair dry. Like, I don't have any doubt about it. It does come in 2 sizes. So this one here, now these say the kids, but this fit on my head. I got a big head. I do. You put your hands inside of it like this. Put your hands inside like that, and you open it up, and then you stretch it on your head like that. And boom, it is on. You can do your adjustments as you need to. I can just feel it again, just ouch, I even slapped myself in the forehead with it. But it's made of silicone. It's super stretchy. It is sealed, y'all, around my head, around my edges. Nothing's gonna get wet. Like this y'all, is sealed all the way around. This is sealed. No water's gonna get in there. It does come with the nose plug and the earplugs. Orlando is a nice place. That 3-woman stream was epic. Thank you, Dark Chocolate. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. There were so many people that were stopping where we were just to see what we were doing, to laugh and to clap, and like we had a live audience that day. I don't know when you will ever see that again, because Melody does not live in my state. Y'all know Eloise, she doesn't live far from me, but Melody doesn't live in our state, and so I don't know when you will ever see that again. Y'all, this right here, this is sealed up. Like, seriously, this is seriously, when I do this right here, I can feel it like just suctioning at my ears. This joint is, I might as well have my head in this. I might as well have my head in this right here. Like, this feels really good on my head. It's not too tight, but it is very, very snug. It's going to keep your hair dry. Now, that's one size. If you have a lot of hair, to cover up, or maybe your child covers up. Maybe your child takes swimming lessons and all of that. You don't want her to get her hair wet all day, or him to get his hair wet every day, all day. You can get the bigger size that will hold more hair, hold more volume. And so pick these up because they are on deal. We talked about the large loofah sponges. It is the set of 3, y'all, on deal for $11.89 at the time of this live. And again, don't raise your hand. Don't raise your hand now. Don't raise your hand. You don't have to confess it to me. But when the last time you changed? How long you done had yours? You done had it for a little while? Longer than 6 months? You got it for Christmas and it's getting ready to be June. You still got it. You got it last summer and you still got the same one. Go ahead and switch it out. They on deal. They are on deal. You can get 3 for $11.89. They usually list price is $15.99, but you can get all 3 of them, and it comes in 2 different cups. Like this is the sage and the charcoal gray. You can get the other gray and yellow, so you can get some and switch that out. Take the one. Listen, the one that you got in the shower right now that just been there forever. You done used that thing and used it and used it and used it. It's time to get you a new one. Okay, you done had it too long. Sometimes, don't be ashamed. Sometimes you just need a friendly reminder. Yes. Check. Like that. And then you be like, oh, I didn't even think of that. Go ahead, and sometimes we use them till they fall apart. You wouldn't throw it away. You would keep it even longer if it didn't come apart in the middle. Just go ahead and get some and get an extra one for your guests when they come over and they, you know, need a towel, washcloth, or whatever. Give them this instead, and you know, they might enjoy their shower a little bit better too, because y'all know these things feel really good on your skin, scrubbing on your skin. Okay, so pick those up, y'all. They're $11.89. Don't tarry. The Fire Stick TV, again, $24.99 for the regular Fire Stick TV and $19.99 for the light version. This is the light one. This is the one that I gave my mom. It's on her TV right now. This is just the box to it. I told you I was getting her one. I did get it. I did set it up. I guess she's enjoying it. But you can get the light version. The light one does not control the TV in terms of volume and in terms of power, but it does come with all of your streaming apps. You can add things to it. Super easy setup, super easy. Excuse me. Once you plug it in and connect it to your Wi-Fi, it gives you a code. You go to amazon.com/code or something like that, and you put the code in, and it is connected to your account. You can download movies if you want to, or rent movies, or purchase movies, watch whatever TV programming you would like to watch. Again, if you're a boss at your job or something, you need an incentive, a gift, or something for your employees, get this instead of buying donuts. Everybody don't like them thick Dunkin' Donuts. I'm sorry, Dunkin'. I don't care for Dunkin' Donuts. If I'm gonna eat a donut, I'm gonna go to Krispy Kreme if I'm gonna eat one. Right, but everybody don't want donuts and sugar, or anybody's donuts. Krispy Kreme, Dunkin', Hostess, whoever, they don't want that. They're trying to stay off of sugar. They're trying to get their summer body, you know, in the next 18, 21 days. They're trying to lock that down. They rather have this, that have some longevity, so they don't have to keep getting on the scale, getting disappointed. I'm talking about me. Go ahead and pick that up. The Ring doorbell, y'all, for the existing wired doorbell, $51.99 at the time of this live. Again, this one is for if you have a doorbell already, but it's just the doom doom kind. The you know, it's the little skinny bar. Doom doom, like that, but it doesn't have a camera on it. If you have one and it has the wiring in it, already wired to the house, then the Ring doorbell, the wired, this is for a wired one to put that camera at your door, and you don't have to worry about changing the battery every time you turn around, y'all. Just that right there, just that it does not require a battery, is wired to the house. Go ahead and get it so you can see who's coming up at your door and you can look on your phone or in the app, in the Ring app, to see, did they call you before they came and now they're ringing your doorbell, or if it's somebody trying to sell you something, or somebody who you told them don't come over here and they there anyway. You can see if it's the pizza man, the Amazon man, Amazon woman, whomever. You can see who it is before they even get to your door, or before you don't have to answer the door. And again, with the Ring doorbell system, you can answer the door from anywhere you are, because you can talk through the app to say, hello, how are you? Yes, how can I help you? Whether you're home or not, which is super convenient. Easy installation, connected to your existing doorbell, and you are good to go. $51.99. All right, we talked about the Echo Dots, the Baby Dot, boom, $34.99. I call this the Dolby Echo because this has the Dolby sound and it acts as a hub. It's a little bigger than the Baby. It's a little bigger than the Baby. This one is on deal for $79.99. And then the Echo Dot, the one that's styled like this little puck shape right here, this is on deal for $29.99. So again, it helps to control Alexa enabled devices in your home, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, audio in and out. They act as speakers. They have the microphones on them. You can add things to your Amazon cart. Hey Heidi Shay, hello beautiful. You can add things through in your cart. You can play music. You can control your smart devices like your smart plugs, smart bulbs, all of those things. You can control it with your voice instead of having to go manually do things. Y'all know my favorite thing at the moment is to set myself reminders on here. So I set a reminder for tomorrow at 3 p.m. for it to remind me to eat my Wheaties. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. it's going to send me a text notification, and one of these is going to go off to say, here's your reminder to eat your Wheaties at 3 o'clock tomorrow. I love that because I am the queen of forgetting stuff. Thank you so much, Heidi. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I am the queen of forgetting to do things, right? Even if I write it down, by the time, you know, I'm in here in the groove of my day, if I'm not sitting at my desk watching my planner, excuse me, I will forget. So I really appreciate that. All right, so whichever one is fitting for you and your out excuse me, un momento por favor. Whatever is fitting for you in your household, pick that up. Now again, you can get this one, boom boom boom, and 2 of these for a bundle of 3 for $149.99. That is $50 off of the list price. If you bought them like all separately, you're going to save $50 if you buy that bundle of 3. And again, I just love the sound quality because I have several of these positioned around my home. When I play music and I'm walking around the house, I'm never leaving the music. They're perfectly synced. So I have surround sound. This gives me surround sound in my home, and I love that. Okay, so pick 1 up, pick 2 up, pick 3 up, gift them. I did gift my mom this one along with the Echo Show 5. So she has this one for her downstairs. She has the Echo Show 5 for her upstairs, and she has this on her TV. And then she has the Fire HD tablet 8. She has that. So, you know, Alexa, need to pay some rent over there as well. Mortgage at my mom's house as well as over here because she be doing the most. All right, so again, the Fire TV Cube, y'all, is on deal. Y'all have heard me talk about it so many times, how this gives you hands-free TV control. Once you plug this in to your HD TV through the HDMI port, you now have the functionality of without having to use the remote, although it does come with a remote. So maybe if you don't have the vision to be, y'all know how, I don't have my glasses in here, but y'all know, start doing like that. After you get a certain age, you start doing that and looking under and looking over your glasses. You don't even have to do all of that. You can just tell her, just call her name. Whatever yours is named, call her name and tell her to turn on your stories. Turn on my stories. Turn on One Life to Live. And she'll cut it on for you. Play the movie The Box and it'll pull up the options. And if it's something that's free, it'll go ahead and play. If it's something that, you know, you might need to rent or what have you, it'll tell you, okay, you can rent this for $2.99, $3.99, whatever the case may be. Do you want me to do that? And you can say yes, and then it'll go ahead and charge your account and go ahead and play it for you. You don't even have to get up. You don't have to look for the remote. You don't have to call the kids. You don't have to do this right here. Who had my remote? You don't have to do that. Where's my remote? Somebody better come find the remote to the TV. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You just go ahead and tell Alexa what to do on your TV, and she gonna do that. Okay, $69.99. List price $119.99. So go. Sometimes y'all take too long. Sometimes y'all play too much. You go to get the deal. Deal is already gone because you was playing around. All right. So next on the carousel is the 24-inch and a number of sizes of the Insignia TV, Fire TV. Here is my 24-inch. Let me carefully pick it up. Although it is very, very lightweight, y'all. It's very, very lightweight. Normally I have it sitting here in the background, but I had company last week, and so I put this in the guest room. Not last week, but the week before that, because I was out of town all last week. All last week. But when she was here, I had this in the guest bedroom so she could watch a little TV if she wanted to do that. But it's very, very lightweight. It is the Fire TV, and so she was able to watch whatever programming and apps and all of that. The same thing that comes on this Fire Stick TV was already loaded onto the Fire TV, and she was able to make herself comfortable while she was, you know, in the bedroom watching the TV. That little baby one is $99.99 at the time of this live. The other sizes are, of course, priced accordingly, but they are on deal. I do have the 55-inch. They are on deal. Whichever one you would like to get that's sizable for your home, go ahead and pick that up. The 50 inches on deal for $289.99. Again, I have used mine for a monitor for my computer when I'm doing my lives, because I wanted more real estate so I could see what was going on when y'all click the follow, when y'all laugh, when y'all clap, when y'all say hi, all of that. But now it's just sitting in the den as a regular TV, using it as a TV. Okay, so pick that up if you need a TV for your Diva's Den, your Queen's Quarter, your Man's Cave, your Man's Corner, your She Shed, the baby's room, the kids room in your office space. Nothing too big, but something to keep you relevant and connected. Or if you want to get it as a monitor choice, then do that. The Yasuda indoor cycling bike. Again, this is a sponsored item sent to me to share with you, and it is on deal. 42% claim, still coming in at $263.49. It is upstairs right now, so I can't bring it to. I'm not gonna bring it downstairs now, y'all. Sometimes y'all just want too much. I'm not gonna bring it downstairs, but I will show it to you on video. Hold on, un momento, let me find it. I don't see it yet, but it's here. Here it is. Here it is. All right, so boom, there you go. 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 So that is the bike. There, it does have a tablet holder, so if you want to pull up your favorite cycling workout and watch that while you cycle and huff and puff and sweat along with what you see on the screen, it will hold your tablet. It will measure your metrics, your calories burned, and those kind of things. It does have a 35-pound flywheel, and you can adjust the resistance as well. It has caging around the pedals so you don't have to worry about your foot slipping forward. It does have an adjustable seat and adjustable arm rests or handlebars. And it is portable. It has some wheels on the front, although I feel like you had to tilt it a little bit too much to move it for it to be portable. But it is mildly portable, and it does support up to 265 pounds. It does have your water bottle holder as well. So if you want to get that workout while you're in your home instead of going out to the gym or whatever the case may be, you can do that. Add it to your gym collection because it's on deal for $263.49. Sometimes y'all take too long. Go to get the deal. Deal's already gone. Don't let that be your story. Go on and pick it up. All right, so next is the FlexiSpot desk. And again, such a great desk to have. It is a sponsored item sent to me to share with you, and I'm happy to do that. Un momento, let me bring it to camera or bring it up. Where's the desk? Here it is. Here it is. Boom and pow and boom. There it is. Okay, so the desk, y'all, easy to assemble. I was able to assemble it myself in about 30 minutes. It did have some weight to it, so I was super careful about how I handled it to not injure myself. But it came with the tools necessary to put it together. The instructions were clear. It was simple to put together. Even the electronic components was simple to assemble and to put together. Okay, so there are the buttons. There are two buttons there, one to go up and one to go down, so that whatever height you needed to do or be at, if you want to stand and do some work at your desk, or if you want to sit and do some work at your desk, you're able to adjust it to the height that you need. There underneath, that is where the electronical piece fits right into that bracket, and I love that they made it like that so that it is not in the way. Now, I think it's a great idea also for children because the desk is adjustable. So maybe right now the child is in 2nd grade, but in a few years they're going to be in 6th grade. They're going to be a little bit taller. They're going to need a little bit of a height adjustment. You don't have to buy the child a new desk. The desk will grow with them. And now they're a junior in high school. They can grow the desk some more, and so you don't have to replace these things, but the desk can grow with them. A great solution for maybe a craft room, or you know, whatever it is that you got going on in your home that requires you to have a desk. This one is on deal for $212.49. Get it while the getting is good, because you don't want to miss it, and then you like, oh man, why didn't I get that desk? Is it still on deal? And the deal be gone. Don't let that be your story. Okay, so next, y'all, is the airtight food storage. And I already told y'all that the man came over here with a bunch of peas and spaghetti and rice and all of that, and gifted the food to me, and I just said thank you. Thank you very much for thinking of me, but I didn't have space like to for all them bags of rice and spaghetti and peas and beans until I remembered that I had these. It's a set of 24 containers and 24 lids. It does come with the labels on it as well, or labels for it. I don't particularly like the labels and the pen, because my handwriting is just not that desirable for me to try to label stuff, right? And plus, I can see what this is. Can y'all see what that is? Can y'all see? Can y'all see what this is? Do y'all need a label to go on here to let y'all know that this is rice? I don't. Do you need a label on here to let you know that these are peas? I don't. So, you know, I'm not a label person. And I know the difference in what flour looks like and what sugar looks like. White rice, yes, Rob. I don't need a label for that, right? I can. Hold on, Rob. Look, hold on. You know what this is? You know what this is, Rob? You need a label? Do you need it? Do I have to put up here, this is brown rice, especially if it's sitting with this one? If these two are together, can't you tell the difference? I don't need labels for that, right? So my handwriting is not that pretty, and plus I can look at it and see this is brown rice. This don't look like M&Ms to me. This don't look. Okay, but some of us, we like that, right? Jasmine or basmati. Now, if I had some jasmine and some basmati, first of all, I think basmati rice is like white with that black tip on it, I think. And jasmine rice is yellow, I think. I don't need the labels. I'm good. I'm good. I know what spaghetti looks like versus macaroni noodles. I know what the rotini noodle looks like versus an elbow macaroni. A spiral pasta versus a bow tie pasta. I don't need to label it, okay? But some people like that for decor. I'm good on that, okay? But you do get the set of 24 containers and 24 lids. They are airtight. They have the 4-way snap like this. It snaps like that or unsnaps like that on all 4 sides. You just snap them down, and they are airtight, and they're good for your perishable foods. Now, if you want to put some other stuff in it, now here's something that I would probably get confused. I would need to label flour and powdered sugar. I think those two, just visually, they kind of look the same to me. I've never compared the two of them, but just in my thinking, if I had one of these full of flour and I had one full of powdered sugar, I probably would not be able to tell the difference. But that's not the case at my house. I don't have that, so I don't need the labels, okay? But I can tell the difference between flour and granulated sugar. I certainly can tell the difference between that. I'm trying to think what else would I have in my cabinet that I would need the actual label for. Rob, you ain't finna get me in trouble. You're not finna get me in trouble. I don't know what that looked like anyway. I've never seen it before a day in my life. So, yeah. All right. If you like to use the label, write that down. You can do that. If you want to use it for other things, maybe you want to store some barrettes and some hair beads and some baby doll shoes or some Legos or some fingernail tips, or those kind of things. They are good for that as well. You can store in them what you would, y'all know what a good thing to probably store something in are all these little teeny, like these right here. These little teeny phone cords. Wrap them up and store them in there, and then when you get to looking for a cord for something, you can just say, go get that container. Go get that container out the garage or out the bottom cabinet that has all the little cords. You can find the cord that you need, and then, you know, you don't have to be digging in the junk drawer. Do y'all still have a junk drawer in your kitchen? I am trying very, very hard not to have one of those anymore. Ever in my life, I don't want to have a junk drawer, and so I try to put stuff where things belong. All right, next on the carousel review are the pillow shoes. Y'all, super, super, super comfortable. Comes in so many colors. Do y'all hear my dryer? Can y'all hear that in the background? That's because my son left the laundry door open. And anyway. The pillow shoes, y'all, super comfortable. I had them on all day today. In the car and walking around and all of that. Super, super, super comfortable. Not the best looking shoe. I'll admit that. You know, it has some opportunities in terms of style, right? But comfort, it gets an A+. All kind of colors. Pick some of these up just for your comfort. Walking around the house, when you come in the house, and, you know, from wherever you have been during the day, and you're ready to take your shoes off because your feet are like, oh my gosh, please, please free me from this situation I've been in all day, and your feet want some comfort, but you don't want to walk around your house barefoot. You still want something on your feet. Get some of these. They are super comfortable. And then, of course, if you're running around the house having to do errands and all of that too, they are fantastic. Your feet will love you. Don't pay that no attention, y'all. I would go shut it off, but I don't want to go that far away from my show. Okay, just act like you don't hear it. All right. All right, so next on the carousel is the Eufy Security Baby Camera, 720p HD resolution, 5-inch monitor, and with the camera as well. Again, a Eufy security product, a sponsored item sent to me to share with you. And I have several Eufy products around my home already now. I don't have a baby living in my home, but I am going to set this up so we can see what Peppa Pig does when my granddaughter is not here managing to her behaviors. We're going to set it up so we can see the quality of this camera, but judging upon the clarity of these other Eufy products that I have, the front door camera, the garage camera, the inside camera, the solo camera, excellent picture quality, beautiful notifications. Don't pay that buzzing any mind. Hold on, y'all. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I can't keep having y'all listen to that for the rest of the show. Hello, Shunsuki. Thank you so much for your follow. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go, because that's getting on my nerves. If it's getting on my nerves, I know it's getting on y'all nerves. Give me just a second. Stop the dryer. Thank you for that, allowing me that brief intermission. Shunsuki, thank you so much for your follow. I am adding you to the roll call list. So when I end the show tonight, I will do the roll call and give you a special shout out for your follow. Thank you so very much. All right, and I'm now on the, okay, I talked about that, and now I'm on the last item right now, which is the patio umbrella, y'all. This is mine. Again, I just got home today about 10 o'clock tonight, so I haven't had an opportunity to open it up. When I do get it open and set up on my porch, I will share it with you, but it is on deal for $110.49, down from the list price of $139. So grab that if you are outfitting your back patio or backyard situation or a front patio, wherever you need the shade of the umbrella. It is a 10-foot umbrella. You can choose the option that comes with the lights on it. I didn't know that. I didn't see that, or I would have gotten that, because I do like that look at night. But it is on deal. Didn't want you to miss the deal because I didn't have an opportunity to open up the box. $110.49 at the time of this live. If you have any questions about any other products, please let me know. I do want to share these last products with you very quickly before we end the live. Let me see if I don't have them anymore. They popped away. Okay, so I want to share this speaker with you. All right, I'll do it next time because it's gone out of where I had it saved. No worries. So let me do the roll call and then we will end tonight's stream. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm happy to be back in my home, in my space, and share these deals with you and just bring you a better quality, just a better show. Okay, so let me ask y'all, what would you like to see that would make the show Deal or Dud better for you? Please let me know in the chat. What would you like to see that would make the show better for you? All right, while you think on that, I'm gonna roll the roll call music and give a shout out. I'm gonna start with Shunsaki, and work my way back up my roll call list. Are y'all ready? Shunsuki, Nakayo. Please forgive me. I feel like I'm saying that all wrong, and that is not my intention. Please forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong. And I'm pretty sure that I am. All right, here we go. Here we go with the roll call. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Get it. I wanted to go on my other speaker. Also, Shunsaki, I say thank you. So, thank you for your follow. I think I said it wrong. Shunsuki, thank you for your follow. Then to Julie, thank you so much. Thank you for your follow. Then Janie, I say thank you to you. Thank you for your follow. And Amazon customer, I don't know your name, but I think you're just the same. And to Carol, thank you for your follow. Also, Ron, I want to thank you. I thank you for your follow. And to April, I say thank you to you. Thank you for your follow. Then to Dorothy, I say thank you for your follow. To Allison, thank you for your follow too. And to David, thank you for your follow. And to KVP, I say thank you for your follow. Anybody else? Click the follow button, Anybody else want to get in on the roll call? And to 3 pink hearts, I say thank you for your follow. Then to Ruthie, I say thank you, Ruthie, thank you for your follow. Then there's Bill, thank you for your follow too. And Casey, I say thank you, Casey, thank you for your follow. Anybody else? Want to get in on the roll call? Just click the follow button, click the follow button, and be included in the roll call. Then to Angela, the first follower for tonight, thank you for your follow. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your follow. I appreciate you watching Deal or Dud with me, Kimberly, and to everyone watching and following. Thank you for your follow. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for us tonight. Before we go, I do want to invite you to shop my storefront. Let me show you what's there. Hold on. Don't go anywhere just yet, because you're not gonna want to miss this. If you don't already know, for those that know, you know, and for those that don't know, I'm here to put you on. Okay, give me just a minute, because my computer, it want to be slow. It doesn't want to go fast. It wants to go slow. It wants to go slow. Don't you know? Hold on. All right, so I invite you to the chat for you. The link to my storefront is not allowing me to pull it up. Okay, here we go. Are you gonna do it? No, it doesn't want to do it. But if you go there, you will find lots of items there that have promo codes on them in my lists. So everyday items, something that you might need, something that maybe you have been wanting to try, you wanted to get your hands on it, but you didn't want to meet that price point, or you just see something that, you know, is just a really good deal for you. I invite you to shop the storefront. Here is what it looks like. That's me with makeup and lashes on, which I don't have on neither tonight. But if you scroll down, you'll see the list here that says 530 promo codes right here. There's 144 items here that have promo codes on them. Do y'all see that? From backpacks. Now, to find the promo code, you just hover in this lower right hand corner and it will show you what the promo code is and what the percentage off is. So this backpack is 45% off at the time of this live. You have to hurry up because these things do disappear very quickly. Look at these beautiful green bar stools, y'all. They are 50% off of that list price of $248. Sometimes y'all take too long. You go to get the deal and the deal is already gone. This right here, look at this lunch bag. That is so cute. 50% off. All kind of things. Again, 144 items today. And this list is published daily to share with you items that have promo codes that are available right here on Amazon. So make sure that you save the link, and visit it every day so that you can take advantage of those additional savings. Other than that, I want to thank you so much for watching this episode of Deal or Dud, hanging out with me, letting me share and show you these products. Hopefully you found something that you like, that you want, that you've been wanting to get, that you want to give someone, and you found the price point to be perfect for you and your budget and your family. I know that you have your choice of who you watch on live streams, and so I don't take it for granted that you have spent a portion of your day, of your time, of your evening with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much to everyone who has followed. Thank you for those follows, for my loyal followers and watchers. Thank you all very, very, very much. If you're not following already, go ahead and click that follow button so I can greet you next time by name. I would love to do that. In the meantime, you all have a fantastic, hope you had a great holiday. And to anyone who has ever lost a loved one who has served in the United States Air Forces, Armed Forces, my condolences to you. We have a tendency to make Memorial Day about things being on sale and cooking out and barbecues, but we know it's really about people who have lost their lives, and my heart goes out to you if that has been you or someone in your family, someone that you know, someone that you love who is no longer with us. My condolences to you. I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and I will see y'all next time right here on Deal or Dud. Deal or Dud. Deal or Dud. D-E-A-L, Deal or Dud. See you next time. Good